everybody? Hopefully this video finds you guys well, safe and sound in your house, in this craziness that we have going on in this world. And happy Labor Day 2020, which is end of summer is here. Summer went by in a blink like it always does, but what a year so far, right? So today's video, I want to talk to you guys about something that really not many people, actually nobody's talking about. Actually, I don't know if anybody else has had this point of view and they're scared to speak up, or if nobody's actually thought about it, or they're just seeing it. I don't know, but listen. So the other day I posed a question on my social media in general as to why are other countries right now having these, like, they're not protests, they're fucking rallies for Trump. Like Germany, I mean, in South Korea, like Italy, they're holding up signs, say Trump 2020, things like Mr. President, Mr. Trump, President Trump, please don't forget us. You know, Trump will win, Trump 2020. I know, I'm like the Trump train, hashtag Trump train. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then my question was, why do all these people care? Why do they give a shit about what happens in America? Now, for my friends in politics, or my friends that are political, their explanation, which to them like rationalizes it, but makes no fucking sense. It's one of those things where it's like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it that people believe it, but it makes no fucking sense. So I asked, I said, you know, why do people in these other countries care whether or not Trump wins? And he said, well, you know, America leads, you know, the United States of America leads the rest of the world. So if, you know, something happens in America, the rest of the world is going to go with it. So they want Trump to win. And then they're kind of like, you know, that's why, like, they have the answer. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Pay attention. The whole fucking world right now wants Donald Trump to win. The whole fucking world is supporting Donald Trump right now. Okay? Those of you that think, well, the polls in America, Biden's winning, the whole fucking world is backing Donald Trump right now. And you think that most of America is not? Now, I do believe there are Biden supporters out there. I do believe they're there. But the media's got this thing fucking swayed. There's no way the whole fucking world is backing Trump and most of America is backing Biden. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But regardless, anyways, I want you guys to really pay attention. This is going to wake up a lot of people right now. People, if you listen to what I'm about to say and think about it for a second, you're going to break free from the matrix. You are going to fucking open your eyes and understand right now. And it's right in front of your eyes. All the information is right in front of our eyes all the time. And we don't know because we're programmed. What do these other countries fear so gravely that they have to go out and have rallies for President Trump in their own countries? What do they fear if Biden becomes president? In my entire life, there's never been an election where other countries all over the world were so into an American candidate in my lifetime, because they were so fearful if the other person gets in that they can't fathom their lives being like that. Other countries. So what do these other countries know about Biden that they are so fearful that if he becomes president, the whole world as we know it would cease to exist? What is riding on the line? If this is just an election, what is on the line? What do these countries know that we don't know? What makes them think that Donald Trump will keep them safe, and if Biden wins, the whole world is going to go to shit? Think about that for a second. That's in our faces every single day, but we don't see it because mainstream media doesn't push that. They don't show that. They're not showing these other countries that are having these fucking rallies for Trump. The other day, I drove through Pennsylvania. Now, I live in Virginia. I drove through Maryland, and it was mostly highway driving through Maryland. I hit the Pennsylvania border. You don't see anything about this, and I mean nothing about this on social media anywhere. Matter of fact, the only time I see Trump flags and Trump 2020 shit is when the media is saying derogatory things about maybe, you know, his followers, his fans, his voters, whatever, how crazy they are, how stupid they are, you know, how deplorable they are, whatever. That's when you see him. So, I live in a state here in Virginia where people they're not really public about who they're supporting. They're keeping quiet. If you don't know what the fuck's going on, you're afraid to ask because you don't really want to fucking know. As soon as I hit the Pennsylvania border, there were giant fucking billboards. I mean, gigantic fucking billboards, Trump 2020. And I was like, holy shit, not one billboard, billboards. I kept seeing them as I was fucking driving. I'm like, holy fuck. There were the signs stuck in people's yards, Trump 2020, all over the place. There were people driving their cars with American flags draped them all over the place, with those fucking flags sticking out of the trunk that says Trump 2020 while they're driving, flapping in the wind. I'm fucking driving and I'm like, holy fuck. Like, you don't see this on the media. You see that Pennsylvania is more of like a liberal or a Democratic state. I'm shaking my head going, what the fuck is going on here? It was eye-opening for me to see that in Pennsylvania, but it was even more eye-opening for me to understand that because of the rallies that are happening, that we get a little bit of them. And I know people in other countries that are having these rallies that are supporting Donald Trump specifically in everything in the world that other countries perceive as a good thing is riding on Trump winning. That means that they see, entire countries see the destruction of their way of life if Biden wins. Why? What the fuck is going on over there? What does Biden or Trump have to do with tying in with the entire world right now that this is not an American election? This is a global election. What the fuck is going on? I don't hear none of your stupid political bullshit, because the things that I just said don't fit any political narrative anywhere whatsoever. So what's the answer? What do they know? Why are they so into President Trump? Questions that you should ask yourself and actually do some digging to find out what I'm saying is true. If that's the case, there's a lot more going on here than just another election. There's a lot more going on here than we think or know. There's a lot more going on here that the powers that be, whoever the fuck they are, don't want us to know. And I feel like in 60 days, we're gonna see something absolutely historical. We are living in a time right now that'll be talked about for generations after we're gone, with the craziness that's going on here. And it's all gonna culminate on November 3rd. And this is the first time in my entire life that I'm actually excited to watch an election, because I'm very curious of the outcome. I wanna see what happens if Trump wins, and I wanna see what happens if Biden wins. I wanna know the answers to fucking that question. What happens when either one of these guys fucking win? And I wanna find out what would have happened if the opposite one would have won. These answers, and it's all speculation now because everybody out there's got a fucking opinion. Nobody's really on the inside. Nobody really knows the fast track. Nobody really understands what's going on. So they have all kinds of theories. But the bottom line is this shit's gonna play out in our faces in real time in our lives. What a time to be alive. Happy Labor Day, y'all.